Welcome to Delmarva Urban Chat. I'm your girl, Demetria Marshall Leonard, and thank you for allowing me to come into your living room and grace you with my presence. Yes, we had a good weekend. A lot of things have went on over the weekend. I want to know what you did this weekend. As for me, myself, I just laid back and parlayed with my husband and got some good food, we have events coming up, we did celebrate 9/11. That was really hurtful. I did celebrate my mother's birthday. That was another hurtful thing, but nevertheless, we are still here. We are still active. We're not inactive. We're proactive. So we still here, doing it on our way to our destiny. But today. Oh, let me before I forget. September the 19th is annual National Voter Registration Day, and what we're doing a mock vote, a mock pizza vote. The Board of Election will be monitoring this event, so it's like kind of official but not official because it's a mock vote, but it's kind of official because the taste buds of the American people depend on your vote, and it depends on this election. Every time I think about that, I want to laugh, honey. But anywho, what we have today and who we have today, first of all, what we want to talk about is autism. And who we have today is a mom, a mother of two autistic, handsome, beautiful boys. And I just want to hear from her. What is it like? What is it like dealing with two kids on the spectrum? And, what drives her forward? What is her motivation? So I just want to hear from her. And without further ado, we'd like to introduce to you all Jessica. Hi, Jessica. How you doing this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, yes. We just want to ask you a couple questions. Just pick your brain a little bit. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a mom of two autistic twins that are complete opposite ends of the spectrum, with 6 out of 7 senses affected. And they are just my driving force.
Oh, wow. So let me ask you something. When you say two complete opposite ends of the spectrum, could you explain a little bit more about that?
One is more severe than the other. One has 2 sensories that are affected, and the other has 4.
Wow.
And then in addition to those 4, he also has fine motor apraxia.
Wow.
And because one, his vestibular is understimulated, which makes him extra fast. Because with that being understimulated, if he's not going 30 miles an hour, he doesn't feel like he's going any mile an hour.
Oh, and
where the other one has his proprioceptive understimulated. So it's more of a struggle for him to perceive hot or cold, heavy or light, far or near. So he has a lot more of a struggle than the other.
That sounds like it's made it hard for you. How was it when they was tell me about their childhood. How was it for you as a mom? I know that had to be hard.
They both were diagnosed with autoimmune disorders and hospitalized for 3 days each. And it wasn't until after that the quote-unquote regression started. And that's when they lost a lot of abilities. So for the one that's more severe, he forgot how to swallow. So his capabilities to swallow certain foods was gone. All the things that he used to be able to eat, he couldn't eat anymore. And it wasn't until the following year that they were diagnosed autistic. And they were both diagnosed at the same time because they said, well, let's just test them both since we're testing one.
Mm-hmm.
And I expected the one because his stimming was pretty obvious that he was autistic. But the other one, I never saw that one coming, so it really hit me hard. And, their speaking abilities diminished. Their babble that they had started off with just completely went away, and they were both nonverbal for 5-6 years. So I did everything and anything that I could do in order to communicate, because as a mother, the biggest thing is communication with your children. What do you do if you can't use language? So we drew pictures, a lot of Pictionary, putting pictures, 2 words, using the PECS, the picture exchange communication systems. A lot of play doctors on eBay with manipulatives, schedules, picture schedules, and I posted those all throughout my house. And that's how we communicated. I would just point to a picture and they would understand. But it wasn't till we did a lot of dieting, and we did what I call a godly diet. We cut out all dairy, anything dairy in the grocery store. And basically, if God didn't make it, we didn't eat it. If it came in a box, God didn't make it, so we didn't eat it. And then we got on farm milk. And that made a very big difference, because the farm milk is not ultra pasteurized or homogenized, and it reserves the good bacteria in milk, mainly the GCMAFs. And it took a full 31 days for their gut to recycle. And once their gut recycled, because they had leaky gut and everything that comes with autism, it healed their leaky gut, their gut recycled, their language came back, their functions came back, the meltdowns were completely gone, which at that time they had averaged at least 3 meltdowns each per day. And it was like clockwork. On the 31st day, they just completely stopped. And then 2 weeks later, I'm like, we haven't had a meltdown, not a one, between the 2 of them in 2 weeks. So I said, there's got to be something to this. And I started incorporating different things into their diet, just to basically do the diet journaling, to see what reactions they had to certain things. And even so much as Cheerios, even the plain Cheerios, they still had a reaction to. And that's when I went to their pediatrician and I said, is it possible for them to have a behavioral allergic reaction? And he said, yeah, absolutely. Like I was supposed to already know that. And I had never heard of that before in my life. And everything that I tried to incorporate in their diet that wasn't godly, they had a reaction to. Basically anything with preservatives, food coloring, or dyes, they had a behavioral reaction to. So instead of a sneeze or a cough, I got crazy. Or some kind of reaction, behavioral reaction. They used to wet themselves. All kinds of reactions.
So
undesired behavioral reactions.
You think that had some type of link to the food?
I think it's got a lot to do with it.
I often do. I think so too. A lot of what we consume in our body has a lot to do with the health issues that goes on in our country today.
Oh yeah.
I actually think that.
So I take the time out of my day to make them a good breakfast, a good dinner. They are able to make their own lunches now. But just that little bit of extra time, rather than just giving them a box of cereal, gives them a better quality of life. Gives me a better quality of life. I'm able to work now, where before there was no possibility in even trying to work. Let alone get peaceful sleep.
That is a powerful story. And we thank you for sharing that with us.
Oh, thank you for letting me share it with you.
And not every day we could, like, we know that story. Not every day we hear that, and thank Jessica for sharing that with us. But y'all know we on Delmarva Urban Chat. So music has played a huge part in shaping our society. And just, molding us as people. What is your favorite music genre?
I really like the oldies.
Okay. She liked the oldies.
Techno and salsa, too.
She liked techno and salsa, too.
Yeah.
But y'all know what this part of the show is. In the Mix. In the Mix is where and you could play this at home with your friends. You start off a song. If they pick it up, they win, and they have to pick up a song. And I have to, if I don't know it, they win. But we do this like 2 or 3 times just to test our music skills and things. So I'm thinking of a song, and what you're going to have to do is pick it up. You ain't got to sing, because I sound like cans rattling and things. I sound like I sound horrible. I'm not a singer. So, okay. Well, let me be a hot mess over. Let me be a hot mess about, just let me be a hot mess, okay? Okay. She liked the oldies. I guess you can say what can make me feel this way. My girl. She got that one. Okay.
Talking about
my girl. Thank you. I'm gonna get a contract next week. It's gonna be, I'm gonna get that contract one day. But it's her turn, because she won that. Now it's like, now I have to know what she's getting ready to sing. Go ahead.
You want me to sing something for you to guess?
Yes. It don't even have to be you don't even have to sing it. You can chat it. You say you like oldies, so
I do.
What's your favorite oldie?
I don't have a favorite.
But anything comes to mind.
If I sing it, it's just gonna give it away. I was actually
you got to sing.
Rocket Man.
I supposed to pick it up.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't even know what comes after that.
I don't know that neither.
I'm failing this. You should have warned me ahead of time.
I'm not winning it. No, I failed that. You didn't. Because I didn't know what you were talking about.
Gotcha.
Oh, one more. And something somebody already know. Here's a little song I wrote. You might want to sing it. Note from note. Don't worry. Be happy. Be happy now. We both got that one. Y'all like how we harmonize over here? Yes. It's Demetria and your girl Jessica, and she has came on the show and told us that beautiful story. Autistic kids matter. One more thing about that, right? Playtime matters for autistic children. Playtime matters and to the development of their social skills. We need something down here on the Eastern Shore for our autistic children to play. They could be them, and they could be unapologetically autistic. I know that for sure. One more thing to ask. Huh?
Enclosed.
Enclosed. Yes.
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 A lot of these playgrounds are not enclosed.
No. It's an indoors playground.
Yeah.
It's an indoors playground. I've actually worked on the blueprint for this indoor playground.
They do have some in Mount Airy.
Okay, but I'm talking about right where we live. So you ain't got to go to Mount Airy.
I'm saying if they wanted to get an idea of what would work, they do have a playground out in Mount Airy that is enclosed, where you don't have to worry about them
Wandering.
taking off, wandering, eloping, and you can rest.
That part. So
And catch a break.
and playtimes matters. It does. So talk to your local officials about getting us something down here. Thank you. And another thing, y'all know the girl like to eat. I like to eat. I'll be hungry while I'm eating. And that's sad. That's sad. But I like to eat though. I'll eat with my eyes, but I still like to eat. What is your favorite? I know you like to cook. What is your favorite dish to cook? And when you take your boys out, what is your go-to spot? And it don't have to be. It's on the Eastern Shore, because we have to represent the Eastern Shore too.
Well, my go-to spot for my boys used to be Little Caesars. And that's only because that's the only pizza they'll eat because of the ingredients. But now their new thing is Pizza Hut, which I love the new Pizza Hut dinner because I can get pasta and they can get pizza. So chicken Alfredo pasta is my favorite. Besides the Frisco burger at Hardee's.
Y'all heard it. So go ahead or go on to Pizza Hut, get you some pizza. See,
The dinner box. You have to get the dinner box, but be prepared for it to take up your whole back seat.
Wow.
Yes, it was serious.
Wow. Go ahead and get that dinner box. It's worth it.
Yes.
Until next time, we want to just say thank you, Jessica, for coming on the show, gracing us with your presence, and sharing your story with us.
Thank you.
We thank you for coming on. We're looking for maybe hearing from you sometime, and you on your own show, honey.
Yes.
So, thank you guys for allowing us to come into your living room. Deuces.